love to cash that in tonight. I'm hopping on the train right now.
You know you're always welcome to come, but
You'd appreciate some advance notice. I know. I can't be at my apartment tonight. Please.
Are you having
It's not an episode. I swear.
Tonight's it's not a great night,
Sloane.
so
I'm begging you.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
Thanks. I will never get used to those stairs.
Weren't you just about to get on the train?
There's an express.
Okay. I'll put the kettle on the stove. I have Earl Grey, chamomile.
Jasmine, please.
How's the quantum physics going?
Not great.
Huh. You wanna remind me what you've been working on? I know you told me a million times.
Yeah, no, I know it's confusing. Don't worry about it.
Should I be worrying about something?
What is there to worry about?
You needing a place to crash in the middle of the night? We agreed we were on a break.
I know.
We agreed that I didn't just need this space, you needed this space to focus on treatment, on getting better.
I am better.
We agreed on 2 weeks, it hasn't even been 1.
Hasn't it? It feels like forever.
You made sure they cut your lab hours, right? You know how things can get when you don't get enough sleep.
What are the chances you drop it? We can talk about it in the morning.
Well, I can't just drop it and then leave you like this. I have to make sure that you're not gonna try
Watch
anything.
it.
What? Ow! Oh my god, jeez. Oh.
How was your day?
Mira, what?
How was work?
Work was crazy today. Actually, I fucked up the espresso machine somehow. And I swear, steam is spewing onto me from God knows where. I could keel over and die and I'd still be getting asked, where are the stirring sticks? So, I'm trying to figure out how to turn the machine off. Everyone is complaining, the machine sounds like a cat gargling nails, I'm getting the best facial of my life, and then guess what happens?
Sorry, no, you tell me.
No, you gotta guess, what was it?
Does it set off the
It
fire
sets
alarm?
off the fire alarm! How? And my manager is, where? Oh, I don't know. So, the fire department arrives, and of course, I have to go greet them, tell them that the shop's on fire. And this firefighter is hot. I mean, hot. You literally cannot argue with me otherwise. I don't even swing that way. I know it's not a scientific fact. No. I'm not the funny part yet. Only then do I realize the steam has soaked my shirt, my white t-shirt, and I've been talking to the guy with my hot pink bra on display the whole time. Now you can laugh.
Wow.
Wow, that's it? Wow.
It's a great story. I love hearing it.
Mira? No. This isn't how this works. I can't help you unless you tell me what's going on. I don't think you should be here. Dr. Winslow said I can't be your only source of emotional support.
And you are more to me than that. You are so much more. That's not why I'm here. I promise.
So what is it? Is it school?
No.
Are you still on your meds?
Yes, I'm on my meds. Jesus. Sloane?
Is it your mom? Is she giving you trouble again?
Sloane, stop. It's not my mom, and I'm not flunking out, and I'm not on drugs except for the ones I've been prescribed, and I'm not trying to get back with you right now, and I don't want to break up either. And despite all evidence pointing to the contrary, I assure you I am not having a mental health crisis. Can I just sit for a few minutes?
You're making me nervous.
I know. I'm sorry. I just want to enjoy this moment with you.
And this moment just had to happen now.
Tell me more. Tell me more about the firefighter and the espresso machine and the funny text from your dad.
I didn't tell you about the text from my dad.
You didn't?
How did you know what I was texting my dad about? Did you go through my phone again?
No.
Oh my
I
god,
just
I'm
got
not
here.
doing
How
this.
could I feel fine. My advisor knows that school is a stressor now, so you'll be happy to know we were able to work out more flexible deadlines.
This doesn't remind you of anything. Checking up on me randomly. Do you want to ask me where I've been? Maybe if I'm flirting with other girls? Which voice is telling you I'm cheating on you this time? I'm calling Dr. Winslow's emergency line.
You could, but your phone is gonna die in
What?
It's okay, you can check.
Shit. How did you know that? What did you do? No, just stop.
So
just
sorry.
tell me what the fuck is going on right now.
I've watched you make 6 different types of tea. I've heard about the hot firefighter 8 times. I guess I only heard about the text from your dad like 7 or 6. I've watched your phone die 11, and every single time I try and explain, and every single time you try and help me in exactly all the wrong ways, because you're a wonderful person, and wonderful people don't immediately jump to, oh, maybe she's caught in a temporal loop because her quantum physics experiment is about to tear apart the entire building, so every time I fail to get you outside, I travel back to the bottom of your godforsaken stairs, and I try some new way to get you out of the building, and it never works.
Well, that's not... You can't...
Right, I know. I'm crazy! This doesn't make any sense.
This doesn't make any sense. Is someone...
No. No one is telling me anything. I'm not hearing any voices.
Mira, how am I
And
supposed
at this
to...
point, I've given up on trying to explain it to you because no amount of data or explaining the gravitational anomaly that is your apartment will get you to leave before we're swallowed whole in a cascade of closing wormholes. So, this time I thought we could relax, and I'd hear about your day again. And the firefighter, whose name is Jeremy, by the way, you didn't tell me that this time.
Yes, but...
And each time you brought me tea, you bump into the couch because you're reading a new feng shui book and haven't gotten used to the rearrangement yet.
Okay. Okay. I get it.
You do?
Yeah. As humans, we are pattern-seeking beings, and we're able to predict and then recognize...
How is this not enough for you?
Because I acknowledge that what you're experiencing is real to you.
Jesus Christ.
Can we just reiterate that grad school has been a trigger for your symptoms? Do you remember when you were basically living at the lab? Your memory turned to shit, you were talking a mile a minute. You never tried to explain your research to me before, just that you were close to some grand breakthrough.
Yeah, because I knew you would never believe me.
Then just try. Explain it to me in simple terms.
Okay.
Okay.
You know the topic of my thesis?
General relativity.
And you don't know what that is.
Of course I don't.
Over the past few months, I've noticed intense gravitational fields around the city manifesting as tiny tremors in the Earth's surface. And using micro wormholes, these tunnels that connect several points in space, I've been able to exploit these as tiny tears in our universe to use as shortcuts.
So you can teleport.
Teleport, time travel, it's all the same, really. The idea that we could transfer information between them, let alone entire complex organisms, has only been theoretical until now. These tears, I open a time-like curve and I step through unchanged with virtually no seismic activity. I didn't realize what I was doing.
So what does this have to do with me?
Well, your building is a massive convergence point of all these localized loops. So each time I use a wormhole to travel, I'm only worsening the irregularity and I get less and less time to get you out.
And that point just so happens to be at my apartment building.
I'm so sorry. I needed some sort of safe point I could always come back to. And I couldn't think of anywhere safer than right here, but I've messed it all up. I didn't realize I was the one creating the anomaly until it was too late.
So what, you just keep trying to go back and stop it?
Well, I thought I could. The first time I had 5 hours, but that didn't work, so I went back to try again, and I saw I only had 4.5. The time keeps getting shorter, so each time I go back, I'm only worsening the irregularity, and I get less time to convince you to get the hell out of here.
You're trapped in a time loop.
Well, I'm not trapped. I could leave at any time, but I can't stop myself from trying to get you to evacuate. I won't risk losing you. But what's the point? The time keeps getting shorter, the wormholes keep collapsing faster, and
I never... What?
you never make it out of the building.
and what, I die?
This was useless.
If you've really been going back in time, can't you just tell me what I'm gonna do next?
If you can't believe everything else I already knew, I don't see what good that would do. I guess the lights get weird at this point.
Well, that happens all the time, so.
Of course it does.
Okay, well, can't I just time travel with you? Can't we just jump back in time and go somewhere else?
No, the whole reason this is happening is because I've thrown myself into terror after terror and I've interfered with forces beyond my control. I wasn't supposed to, and now I'm paying the price. You're paying the price.
Okay, well, if you really thought I was gonna die, would you be spending this time drinking tea on my couch?
I've tried everything, and frankly, I'm out of ideas. I'm tired, and we only have 3 minutes left.
3 minutes.
It's shorter every time.
Okay, why aren't you dragging me out the door, kicking me down the stairs?
I tried that once. You called the
a
cops
code word,
on me.
A code word. Why don't you get a code word for me and then use it to convince me the next time? I mean, you can't tell me you're out of ideas. You're a physicist. For God's sakes, I've seen you fight harder, play my dad at pickleball.
In the end, it's never enough for you to believe me.
Of course, I believe you.
Then why are you still here?
It's cold outside, so.
Right. Prioritize a calm and supportive approach while validating their experience and gently guiding them back to reality.
I'm safe. You're safe. And I'm not equipped to help you through a delusional state right now, so if it's okay, I'd like to call Dr. Winslow.
Yeah. Here's mine.
Yes. Hi, I need to speak to Dr. Winslow.
Thank you for calling Widow Medical Group's mental health hotline. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and call 911. Speak with a nurse practitioner and please stay on the line.
Yes. Hi. Yes, hello. My partner is a patient of Dr. Winslow's, and I believe that she may be in the middle of a schizophrenic episode.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear about that. Would you mind describing to me her symptoms?
She's having what I think are grandiose delusions, and I think some auditory hallucinations. Last week she experienced some persecutory delusions and needed to be admitted for a night.
And do you believe her to be a potential harm to yourself or anyone else, including herself?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you. What I'm gonna do now is put your information into our system.
Has she called you already? Has she told you to say this?
I'm sorry.
Shut up! No, it can't be real, Mira. It can't because then it just can't. Oh my God, because you were telling the truth and I didn't believe you. Oh my God.
That's not
No, you were spending so many nights in the lab. God, I was so anxious about being the understanding girlfriend, about showing you that I would never obsess over your mental health. Sometimes I would stop myself from checking in. This is your life's work. I couldn't tell you to stop. You were struggling, and I just couldn't ignore it when you seemed so exhausted. It hurt so much. I couldn't be your support system and your punching bag at the same time. I thought I was ready. I thought I could be there for you and handle it when you had an episode, but you just kept pushing me away. You were so certain I had cheated on you.
I'm so sorry.
How was I supposed to trust this when the last big idea that your brain had was that I was hiding something? I'm worried I'm just gonna look in your eyes and you go back to that place where you couldn't trust me. I know you didn't mean it, but that person wasn't my girlfriend.
I know you have every reason to be upset with me. It would have been okay if you slammed your door right in my face when I got here. I don't deserve your tea or your stories or to hold you right now. If I could have waited longer and given you more time, I would have. Can you blame me for not telling you sooner? I mean, how would I even begin to explain all of this? I needed to collect evidence. I needed you to know that this was real. That I'm not crazy. Given the bullshit that's come out of my mouth, I needed you to know you could trust me again.
So, what happens now? It's too late, right?
By now everyone's caught on to the tremors. This stairwell will be packed shoulder to shoulder. Imagine 50 people trying to squeeze through a single door. I mean, even if we weren't so high up, it'd be impossible to get out now.
Does everyone make it out?
Mostly everyone. Yes.
And if you were trying to go back in the past and then convince me again,
It would take too long.
how do you go back?
My watch. I press this button, and I'm back at the door of your building.
Wow. Stalker much?
You love it.
I do. I really do. Thank you for keeping me company.
I'll do you one better. I'm staying till the bitter end.
No, you can't do that.
Says who? I'm the reason this happened in the first place.
You didn't know about it until it was too late.
When I hallucinate, it is so commanding. Refuses to leave. It's like stuck in the back of my head like gum. I knew you would never do anything like that to hurt me, but it felt so real. Sloane, you're gonna fucking die because of me. If I didn't already completely shatter our trust, maybe it could be different, but I don't deserve to walk away from this.
But you can. So you should. I need you to push that thing and just get yourself out of
No,
here.
it wouldn't be right. I feel like all I've ever done is hurt you.
If you're telling me that there's a world where you can escape this, you take this. I need you to take this. I need you to figure out a way to research this thing without breaking the universe. I need you to stick to your treatment plan. I need you to live your life. Yeah. How much time is left?
A minute.
Thank you for climbing my stairs 10 different times.
There was 11.
Oh my god. You are crazy. Shit, I'm sorry, no, not like that, I'm sorry. I just mean no, that you would do that for me. And I gave you all this shit. If I had some reality-bending nightmare going on, I would want you to believe me. You invented fucking time travel. You are so smart, even if I don't understand the things you study, or what you go on the inside. Just know that this isn't your fault, okay? And we have less than a minute left, but there's no one else I'd rather spend it with. How long is the next one?
30 seconds.
Enough time for you to get away.
I know.
Don't waste it.
I won't.